Welcome to Oakwood Garden Rooms. In this series of videos I'm going to show you how to make, right from scratch, a garden office, garden room, garden gym, whatever you want to call it. It'd be fully insulated, fully weatherproof and to the spec that we make. We make these day in day out. We're based in Leeds in England. So if you want to have a look at our website, it's www.oakwoodgardenrooms.com or on Facebook, Oakwood Garden Rooms, and you can have a look at what we do. Here's a couple of things we do as well. This one here was a beautician's studio we built. She was currently renting the premises, but she decided to build a studio in her own garden. Consists of 3 rooms, men's treatment room, nail bar and toilet. We cut a hole in the hedge there and installed a gate as well, and we also did the paving to the front of that project. This one here was an artist studio. So we did a 6 metre by 3 metre artist studio with attached storeroom there. So on the right there, the feather edge, that's where he keeps all his garden tools. We also did the driveway there, the 70 square metre drive in Pebbles. The next one used to be a concrete garage. We dropped the concrete garage, got rid of that, and we built on the base there. So he's got a 5.7 by 2.7 garden office, and we also did the decking and the fence into that one. We put a little pebble path in the front there. The next one was in Colton in Leeds for a lady who did embroidery and made quilts and things like that. And there's a lovely little studio we built in an unused corner of a garden room, which she's more than happy with. And the last one we're going to show you now is a 6 metre by 3 metre family room. Again in Leeds, massive space for the family to use. And the family was quite musical, so in went the drum kits, the guitars, big TV on the wall, lovely job. So that's the kind of spec we do. We do high spec garden rooms. So if you follow these through stages, I'm going to show you how to build them right from the ground up like we do every single day of the week. The one we're building at the moment, and the one that these videos are based around, is 3 metres by 4 metres. It's going to be used as a sewing room, like a craft room. It's in York in England again. So if you're interested in it and you want to watch it, do me a favour, give me a like and follow me, and you'll be able to see right from the start to the end how we... As I said, this is a 3 metre by 4 metre. I'm going to draw out on a bit of paper how we ping our lines out to create our perimeter shape, and then when we've got our lines pinned out in the ground, we then dig our holes, and the rest of the video will explain that. But so if you just watch this little tutorial about how we ping our lines out on a piece of paper, then it'll give you a bit of an idea how you can set your own garden room out. Okay, so that's the customer's house. That's the boundary line there, and this is where she wants her 4 metre by 3 metre garden office. That's 4 metres, that's 3 metres. So what we do, just change colour there to show you, put a stake in the ground there, ping a line like that, put another stake there. That distance there and that distance there will be parallel, which means that's parallel off there. Put another stake there or a pin, line, drag the line out there, another pin there. That means we can make that a right angle by using a square or doing the 3, 4, 5. We'll also put another pin there, line, line. That will also be a right angle, pin, pin, line, line. So that gives us 4 right angles, which gives us our rectangle shape, and hopefully if we've measured it right and we've done our squares and right angles right, then we'll have a 3 metre by 4 metre. We also put a line across the middle there to carry the middle bearer, which I'll show you later on in the video. So then when we've got all these lines drawn out, what we'll do then, we'll pull the line to the side with our leg as we're digging, and we'll dig our holes evenly spaced, just over 1 metre apart. And then we'll put 4 on the sides there, and that will give us our 20 lines there. We'll dig them down, we'll put our rods in, put our concrete in, take our lines away, and that will give us our pile system to carry our timbers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the full process of building one of these garden offices and show you every single stage, bit by bit, and how we build them. So we're in York, we're building a 4 by 3 metre garden office. It's going to be used as like a sewing room. So we've pinned out as lines there to give us 4 metres by 3 metres perimeter. We've dug us holes, there's 20 holes, they're about 600mm deep, and then we're going to drop these steel rods in. There's a big plate washer on there to stop the rod driving through the concrete, and then these nuts will go down, we'll put an adjustable shoe on, and that'll carry us base, which will keep everything off the floor. So this rod, basically, will drop into that hole there, go next to the string like that, be filled with concrete, lines will be taken away, and then you'll have 20 rods in a perimeter shape for the garden office, and then we'll put his framework on there, which I'll do a little bit later. Okay. Right, so this is called a grafter. This is what we dig the holes out with. Nice long, provides a nice round thin hole. It'll drive through more things, it'll split a brick in half, and it'll cut through roots as well. Then we clean the hole out with a post-hole shovel, which I'll show you now. What we use to dig out the hole, they're post-hole shovel. You drop that down to the hole, it's like a big pair of pincers really. Grab them, pull it up and empty it out, and that'll dig you a nice clean hole. Concreted all his piles in now, so there's 20 piles gone into this 4x3 metre. So what we've done, like I said, we've dug us holes, filled them with concrete, we've put us 24mm threaded bar in, and we'll wind down some nuts on that when the concrete's gone off and sit our shoes on. So what you can see is, we put our square out with a string line. It's critical that each rod is bang on in line with the string lines. As you can see, these are absolutely mill perfect. So tomorrow, when we cut our timbers, we'll drill our holes and the timbers will sit on them nicely. So what we're doing now then, we're going to level all the nuts. We found this high point in the ground and we're going to work to there. We're going to level all the nuts down, get them all level with the spirit level, and when we're happy with the level, then we'll lock it off. We'll rake the muck around to get rid of that so that we can lose all that in the ground. I'll just show you there, John. There he is, levelling from rod to rod with nuts to nuts, and as you can see, absolutely perfect. There you can see John's locking the nuts off against themselves so there's no movement in them. Nice and solid there. So we lay our 4x3 against our rods, and what we'll do then, I'll go along and I'll mark the centre of each rod, like so. It's pretty accurate, and then what we'll do then, we'll then find the centre of the timber, mark across, and then we'll drill our holes and drop the timber on. We currently use an Evolution mag drill to drill our holes in our steel. The 26mm rotor broach bit in there. That drills through the steel nice and easily. Drilled metal section is then lowered onto the rod, sits on top of the nuts, and then what we'll do then, we'll drop the timber on top of that, hammer it down so it's nice and level, and then bolt it down too. That's the 3 main timbers in. We're going to do the outsides now as well. I'll show you how to do them now. So what I've done, I've drilled and dropped on the side timber now, and what I'll do now is, because it's sat down on top of that, I'll cut it there, I'll cut that one there, and I'll cut that one there, and that'll drop down and form a level perimeter. So here's John tightening the nuts down now, which forces the timber down into the shoe, keeps everything nice and level and securely to the floor. Again, there's 50 kilos of concrete minimum in each hole. 20 holes, that's 1,000 kilo of concrete. It's a lot of concrete. So what we're going to do is drive in these 200mm Tech screws to join all these joints together. John's bought this new Milwaukee drill. It's on fire, top of the range. There you go. Definitely need an impact driver for this part of the job. It's been screwed together now, so what we're going to do is chop off this extra little bit, and that'll be his perimeter finished. That's the main outer frame of the basin. As you can see, we've also put some mesh skirt in there because customers worried that she might get some rats going underneath the unit. And over on this side here, we've finished with the concrete little pathway, stop any weeds growing up through for her. We've laid the weed membrane throughout the full floor area. What we're doing now, we're cutting off the threaded bar. The centre section there, we can cut the threaded bar off to the top of the timbers, but the outer section, of course, we've bolted down. So what we need to do is cut the threaded bar off above the top of the nut. We're going to fit the joist hangers now on the joist. That's a twist nail. That's what we nail the joist hangers to the joist with. Let me get them all in, yeah.
Or at least one side anyway, do you know what I mean? Putting the joist in now, what's important to do is keep the spacings the same, because if you use a spacing block, that means when you cut your insulation, you can cut your insulation all the same size and it'll fit in, just make your life a lot easier. So you pop that up to that one, put your line there, and that indicates where your next joist will go. So that's all the joists gone in now. What we're going to do now is infill with 100mm insulation, and we'll show you how we're going to do that now as well. Because we've spaced them all at the same spacings, what we can do is cut the insulation at the same size and it should just drop in nicely. So spacings are 400, so if we hold the tape like that and just lock your finger on there at 400, drag it down, that'll mark the king span where we need to cut it, and then if we cut it with just an old handsaw, nice and square, that'll drop straight in between the joists.
We're using an air nailer on site, and what we do is stop our insulation dropping down through the floor over time. We actually fire some 90mm nails in at an angle there, which contains the insulation and stops it falling down in the future.
So that's 100mm insulation in. What we're going to do now is give it a little clean off, and we're going to put a vapour barrier over top of that, and then we'll put our 22mm Egg and Protect chipboard flooring on top of that. So what? So that's the insulation in now. Just give it a little sweep off, and we're going to put down a moisture barrier on top of that, and then we'll put our 22mm Egg and Protect chipboard flooring on top of that.
There's the vapour barrier going down now.
Now we glue it together with this 5-minute wood adhesive. It's a polyurethane glue, so when that's dried off we'll scrape it off and clear the floor. We also put, if you notice, we'll put 4 screws in each joist, so you're looking at 28 to 30 screws aboard, 60mm screw there. Make sure you screw it down rather than nail it, because your floor will end up squeaking. So John's just whacked his head on gazebo.
That's
stage 1 over now, so that's your base completely finished. So that's video 1 completely finished. Your next video now is going to be wall construction, right from building your timber frame walls to getting them clad as well. So if you want to like my video, follow me and watch for the next video coming out.